No answer tonight from a former Vancouver vice principal accused of having sex with her then student. These photos, courtesy of the Columbian, show 41-year-old Sadie Pritchard in court today. According to a court document, the student, a boy, says it started in October when Pritchard followed him on Instagram and offered to help with homework. He said messages soon became flirtatious. Then, according to that document, the two exchanged about 20 nude photos. He said Pritchard initiated it. The first time they had sex, according to the document, was in December in the school. The boy telling police it happened in Pritchard's office during school. After that, he said at least once in a testing room on a table. According to the document, the boy said Pritchard often performed oral sex on him. He said they had sex 3 to 4 times in 6 weeks. Pritchard is also accused of asking teachers to change the boy's grades. The document states Pritchard regularly gave him money totaling more than $1,000. Today, a judge reportedly released the 7-year district employee on the condition she have no contact with the victim or any kids. Now, according to the document, the more than $1,000 that the boy received from the vice principal, he said, was not in exchange for sex and was not for keeping quiet. The district telling us they placed Pritchard on leave as soon as the allegation surfaced, and she resigned soon after that. That was last month. They add she passed all necessary background checks when they hired her at the district in 2011. Nevertheless, Sadie Pritchard faces 3 charges of first-degree sexual misconduct with a minor.